my wife's name.
Keep my name out of your mouth, you fat piece of shit. So before this starts rolling, I want to set it up. This guy called me out over Twitter. He said, Woody, I'm 18 years old. I've been wrestling for 4 years at the 9th best wrestling high school in my state. And I want to roll with you. Your rules. I thought, crap.
Because I can.
Oh, yes! You better tap, tap, tap! Yeah!
I would be livid if somebody put a bumper sticker on my car.
That happened
I hate
to me.
bumper stickers.
It happened. My truck was maybe 2 days old, and I went to a paramotor thing, and they put this advertisement for their business, and it wasn't on the bumper; it was on the tailgate, and it was like 18 inches by 2 feet. It was like a giant flipping sticker, and
what did it say on there?
It was like a logo for a paramotor training facility.
I love masturbating.
And I didn't want it on the tailgate of my truck. And you have to understand, the listeners know, maybe Dick doesn't. Like, I had my previous truck for 15 years. I'd kind of like delayed this gratification on a pretty extreme scale. So when I got this new truck, it was like kit to me. You know, the car Hasselhoff drove in. Like, it drives itself. It stops for cars. It's the most amazing thing ever. It's a V8. Like, the new V8s are 400 horsepower, which was insane to me. And it was just a dream that I had finally granted myself. And then as it was like 2 days old, they put a giant sticker to advertise their business on it. Yeah.
But like they did it as like a prank though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
so
it was
like
a
when
real
you saw
sticker.
Yeah. So, but like when you saw it, they were there to be like, aha, gotcha.
No. It was clear who it was. Like, it was clear that it was one of these 4 or 5 people, because it's a small company. There's no big paramotor companies. And I was like deflated about it. It was like, I thought it wouldn't come off well. You know, we all went out to dinner. That's how I saw it. And it was just like, what am I going to do about this? You know, I thought there'd be a residue left behind where, like, for the rest of my life, it would have like a dirt pattern, you know, like it would never be the same. It actually came off pretty well. Me and my friend's girlfriend, we went back to the truck and we just kind of like peeled off the sticker. And when I got back, one of them admitted to it. And because I'm an asshole, I forget what I said. I was like, we should wrestle, but I was like willing to drop it and let it go or whatever. And he said yes. He said yes. And
Yes to drop it?
Yes to wrestling.
Yes to
wrestling.
He was like, let's go. And
Did you put a sticker on my bumper, brother?
It's the dumbest thing. I admit this. I guess I just don't deal with problems very well. But I was like seated in a lawn chair, and I was like, yeah. And
so then you guys sort of playfully wrestled around, right? Like you didn't.
Yeah. I don't know how the story gets retold, but the truth is, this guy was not a match for me. He had no training. And so he went in for like this silly takedown or something, which I instantly stuffed. They're like, Woody picked him up 4 feet, which is true. But then I let him down softly. Like I controlled let him down, because that was a thing we did in training too. Like, we didn't slam people all the time. And then from there, like I sort of chained submission after submission without tightening any of them. Like, I took his back, sank a choke, didn't choke. Grabbed an armbar, didn't tweak it. Did like a Kimura, didn't finish it. Like, I just sort of didn't hurt him for a minute or two, and that was how it went. And
Did he actually take off the bumper sticker?
we took off the bumper sticker. Me and we went to a restaurant. Me and this girl who's my friend's girlfriend went back there and just sort of peeled it all off.
Oh, well, he should have had to do that.
Yeah, but it was fine.
You probably would have fucked that up though.
I'm glad I did it. You know.
Yeah.
I wish
like
they
a broken
hadn't
beer
done it.
bottle or something.
Like, I kind of get that it's like, I see the funny in it, but I also see the like, dude, who puts a sticker on a man's brand new truck that like,
Yeah,
it's shined
weird
to advertise your business? Like, that's That was even more socially inappropriate than my offer to wrestle.
I like that you proved you could destroy him in a number of ways.
That's how it went down, yeah.
An armbar that I don't tweak. A choke that I gave him one of these.
It's a weird thing. Like I'm trying to come off like some tough guy or something, but if you've had any grappling experience, it's like challenging someone who doesn't play guitar to a guitar competition. Like, obviously, the guy just doesn't have anything to bring to the table.
Son, your mama's nipples disappeared in 1987.
I'm not talking about my mom, dude. Keep it nice. Keep it nice.
You wouldn't even believe where they were when you started.
Yeah, don't talk about my mom.
They covered half of the titty.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that wouldn't be fair. You know, Woody's old and fragile.
Something like that.
Something to those
yeah, twice he was like, I guess I would. So I saw it, and this isn't good hyping for a fight. But my take on it is basically this. I don't want to fight Ice Poseidon. I'm pretty happy with my normal daily routine as it is now. I wake up when I feel like it. I go fly around and do a show at night. However, if there's a prize money situation on the line, I would fucking smoke this dude, and I would accept some sort of octagon MMA type fight with him. I would get in shape for it, and it would be lopsided.
So you would not box him?
No, I don't want to box. That's not where my advantage lies. I want this to be an MMA fight.
I don't know about this, Woody. It sounds like he challenged you to a fight, and you're like, ha! Let's do it.
The fewer rules, the better.
But I would like
the
to
fewer
play,
rules, the better. No. Don't act like I'm
play Go Fish.
No. He says he wants to fight. I say the fewer rules, the better. And it is the sissy who insists on more and more protective rules in this thing. I would smoke him. It would be lopsided. That happened to me. A guy came up to me.
Again?
He put his hands on my two shoulders, which had all my attention. And then with that, he kneed me in the balls. And he was my friend, right? We were friends. Like we went skiing and like little vacations together and stuff. I think he just didn't know what he was doing to me. So I told the story on PKA, and I gave his first and last name. And then all the fans fucked with him on Facebook like relentlessly, and it made me feel better about the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like that.
How did he know? 30 years after the fact.
He would be trolled online. Yes, I'm the ultimate winner. I'm growing attached to my framing nailer. I've driven thousands of nails with it in the last couple of weeks.
See this motherfucker with a rain slicker. You'd think he had sex.
It's a
I saw it.
Rainfly.
He was a little aggravated.
He's ready for fisticuffs. You spit on his rain cover.
Dude, my wife mentioned it. Oh, we have to turn the video
I will
back on.
beat the fuck out of you, Chiz. It's mine.
Look
It's not
into
yours.
my eyes. My wife mentioned to my sister-in-law that Woody got mad because they were like messing with his Rainfly, and she goes, "Oh, yeah, those things are real fragile. You can ruin them. You can't hit them with bug spray. You can't wash them. You can't do this. They're walking on them. They used it as a porch. It was no joke.
If it's an outdoorsy thing, they should make it a little more durable.
It's a lightweight thing.
I'll tell you what. I saw that piece of plastic, and I gave it zero regard. It looked like a plastic bag to me, or a trash bag, or at the very most, it looked like some sort of satchel that came attached to.
It is the thing that's been
something.
protecting me from rain and snow for a decade.
And it was just sitting there with all the other gear that was like freebie stuff from our sponsor, or like, I have no, like my hammock, like I just don't care about that stuff. I really don't. Like, it could be trash after the trip as far as I'm concerned. So like, I just didn't realize that something of value was there. I feel like what my mother would say in that situation was, Woody, if you care so much about it, why don't you take care of it? Why don't you have it put up somewhere? Why don't you have it in your little rain slicker baggie that you keep on your waist at all times, so you know that it's close and safe? But instead, there it was on the ground.
I didn't put it on the ground. You took it out.
Out of what? Somehow it became Chiz's front porch over there, as you like to say. And it was assembled.
It literally was. He had it so that he would walk. It was at he had a door that he would unzip and walk out. And he had like his shit that he was storing on it that he didn't want to touch the ground, and his shoes, and he'd walk all over it. It's a Rainfly. Like, it's delicate. Now using my Rainfly as a trash bag?
Cal did it.
What? You said let's gather all the trash up. I didn't know that was his Rainfly. I still don't know what Rainfly looks like if I'm being 100% honest.
You pulled it off the tent.
Look, everyone stop. It's getting fucking outrageous. No joke, I might beat one of your asses, and I can kick either one of your asses. Stop fucking with my Rainfly. Chiz, look at my eyes. I will beat the fuck out of you. Stop it.
That's why we didn't use your Rainfly.
What is that?
It's my Rainfly. Exactly like we thought would happen.
Told you! A physical threat. I told you. Don't use his Rainfly or he'll beat one of us up.
Swear to God.
That took you so much longer to realise. Yeah, I got it. I thought you would have noticed instantly.
No, I was mad.
I know!
I was very clear about the Rainfly. No one likes you people.
That makes the trip worth it.
Look at my eyes.
Look at my eyes.
I wonder how difficult it would be to find a replacement Rainfly.
You just check my attic. I got more of them.
Have you ever been...
Dude, I had a guy, he didn't kick me in the balls, he kneed me in the balls in 8th grade, and I'm still mad at him about it. Like, we were friends, and basically he came up to me, he put his hands on both of my shoulders, like on the top, and was like, "Hey, Woody," and then he kneed me in the balls.
Ow.
Effectively. And like I was just like I dropped to my knees. It was awful. It took a few minutes to recover, like you see in the UFC fights.
Mm.
And so you're in luck. I have his Facebook page right here. We'll share that with everybody.
Oh my God! What?
Wait, did you just show this to everyone watching?
Yes. Yeah,
Oh my God.
This is Sean Bernardini from Ocean City High School. This is what he looks like now. And fuck him.
Oh my God.
So look at
He's
what a
gonna be so
cocksucker this
confused. That was like 30 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not completely over it, really. He did
Right.
age pretty well, if I'm honest.
He's the vice president of the Willis Group, an insurance broker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fuck him. I probably still got more money than he does.
Yeah, probably.
He's flying a helicopter in this picture. Maybe not. I don't know. He's like touching a rhinoceros.
Oh, what a cool! Let's hook up with this guy, Taylor. He seems fucking cool.
You know what, Kyle? Let's start a podcast. with
Looks
this
like
fella.
Woody at a distance as well. Like I think we.
You're gonna upgrade.
Oh my God, that's
This guy. I'm looking through his photos. He seems like he's got Woody definitely. Well, let's not. I'm going to stop now. I don't know why we're tearing this guy apart. That need Woody in the 8th grade. Looks like he's a.
He's kind of.
So he's having a great time.
Kind of a douche, this guy. So.
you should have done
Playing in
that.
this one picture, Woody. Who is this guy?
He's in a fighter plane.
Yeah, like what the hell is that?
Oh,
like,
is that
like
the one? I thought he was in a helicopter.
he's
Or
in
the
a
crowd?
helicopter in a plane too.
Oh, the other one. Well, he looks young in that shot.
Oh, that's a plane. No, he's definitely a pilot. He's in the pilot seat too.
Yeah, but like he did some time in the military or something. Like.
And he's a veteran. Why are you making
Oh
us go
my
after
God.
this guy?
Oh God.
You should have done a little
Hey.
more research before this.
Why don't you make fun of his
He
chubby
ain't me in the
wife?
balls for nothing.
Why don't you make fun of his chubby wife while you're at it, you cruel son of a bitch?
That
Does he
was
have a chubby
not
wife?
Me who said that. Well,
I'm not even looking at his page. I feel guilty transitively being a party to this.
Yeah, he's got a chubby wife, but what of it, I mean,
I bet he loves all of her.
is she bipolar and you can't bring it up? But yeah, that was Sean Bernardini, and he kneed me in the nuts in 7th grade for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And the only reason he was able to pull it off, like I was so defenseless, is that I legitimately considered us friends. I wonder if
Did
he
it
remembers.
end right after that, or did you like put together a long con that I guess came to fruition 3 decades later?
It didn't end. Like I remember I went snow skiing with him in high school, but I did never trust him again. Never. So
Never
Well.
forget.
yeah,
Never forgive.
it-
let's hope that I hope that no one tries to mete out any retribution upon this man or anything like that.
All right.
Like, fuck me up.
That's another thing. So the guy I like doesn't hurt. But haircuts should never fucking hurt. Like, I don't know if my head is like sensitive baby, like pussy head or something, but they come in with these clippers and they're like, and I'm like, is it that fucking, like, is that tool not designed for hair cutting? Does it take elbow grease to do this shit?
It's like they're scooping ice cream on the side of your head.
The black guy, when he cut my hair, I was letting it go, right? He's like, and I'm just like, like suffering in silence. And eventually I was like, dude, like, you're hurting me. He's like, well, why didn't you say something? And I was like, I just did. He's like, well, just now. I
didn't want to seem like a bitch.
Well, and he goes,
that's what he was doing.
So he said,
this is for
listen,
Ferguson.
You drunk bitch. So he said, well, you did something just now. And I'm like, then you fucking knew. You knew you've been hurting me for 40 fucking minutes. Like, you're fussing at me for...
No,
I mean,
no,
Mr. Gamer Tag over there, you have slapped a hoe before. Okay, so I feel like you can get inside this guy's head for a moment.
I was 13. She picked on me for months. Aaron, you don't know the story, but let me tell it and fast forward.
No, let me know.
So, on the walk back from gym class, freshman year in gym, we would just run all the time. We'd run. And we walked from the track back to high school, and this would be like an 8-minute walk or something. And the whole time, she picked on me relentlessly, usually talking about how gay I was. I hadn't hit puberty yet, and I had these wide hips, so she'd do this thing, about me. And it was just nonstop abuse. I couldn't get past it. And I would not talk to her. I would just like look straight ahead and stuff. And she'd be like coming at me from the sides, just talking about how gay I was, not touching me, just words, but it was brutal. No, she was so hot. She was so popular, and I was none of these things. She was dating a junior as a freshman, and he was captain of the wrestling team. And
sounds like a movie, man.
Yeah, right. So he was one of the lower weight classes, but still. And, anyway, at one day, like in some misguided attempt to stick up for myself, I told her, talk like that will get you slapped. I don't know. It's what I said.
He'd heard that at home plenty of times.
So for the rest of that walk, it was like, slap me, slap me, slap me. You won't slap me. You're a pussy. Slap me, slap me, slap me. And I didn't. And then the next day, same thing. Now I'm no longer gay and female shaped. I'm just slap me, slap me. You're a pussy. You won't do it. You won't do it. You big man. Slap me, slap me. And oh my God, right? I wound up with the backhand that started down here and came and just
like you were starting a lawnmower. Yeah, it just doesn't have that much momentum.
Pimp slapped wrong. Yeah, you backhand girl. Front hand is anger. Backhand is disrespect.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that, but I'm fine with it. And she held her face, and it was cold out. It was like December or something.
Yeah, this is straight out of a movie.
This girl was, like I said, beautiful, blonde, etc. And she had the 5 fingers on her face as clear as could be. And it was kind of an instant regret and kind of a like, what am I supposed to do? It's been 3 months now. Like I didn't have any words that were going to stop her. They say ignore, it'll go away.
You had no recourse. You really didn't.
People have no idea how determined jerk off teenagers can be. Like it doesn't stop.
So answer me this. Did she mess with you after that?
Her boyfriend.
Did she bully you after that?
No. She was like one of the most popular girls in school and in the best cliques. So there were some ramifications in that, like, other really pretty girls would be like, 2 years ago you hit my friend. So you
it is what it is. What it is. Is what it is. I think in
my internet. So just the boyfriend, I found out she was dating the captain of the wrestling team. I didn't know this already. And people were like, I was like, oh my God, what's he look like? Who is he? What's his name? And they're like, he's competing today. So he'll be wearing a tie. They wear like a button down shirt and a tie on game day. And I'm eating lunch. And sure enough, he comes up to me and he's like, you slapped Jen, didn't you? And I'm like, yeah. You know, like, what do we do now? And he's like, I know how she is sometimes. Never do that again. Yeah. And I was like, I accept those terms, you know?
That's all you need right there, though.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what,
guy.
right?
I agree. He could have done anything he wanted to me.
Yeah. You ever check up on him, post high school?
No.
They're
He's
definitely
a
not
fucking
together.
winner. With that attitude, I bet that guy's a fucking winner. I bet you look him up and he's a real Chad.
My suspicion is there's more to it than I know how she is sometimes. I bet somewhere along the way he got the whole truth, like I just laid it out there. That he knew that it had been months of her picking on me and just felt like I didn't need more picking on.
Yeah,
that's a nice guy. Like, I'm not like a super. I don't believe in hitting women at all.
So Wings puts it out there that if he made paramotor videos, that he would get, how many views did he say? 200,000 views?
100,000, and I agree. Right? That big boy gets on a paramotor and starts flying through the skies. First of all, if that thing fails, he's a weapon of mass destruction. 470 pounds coming down at terminal velocity. That'll destroy a Jeep. That'll destroy a car. I'd fuck a house up.
Oh yeah,
I'd
right
tune in
through
for
that
that.
roof.
I'd tune in for that.
I'd tune in for one video of that.
Of course,
I'm not gonna.
Well, he didn't say if I made a video series of me flying through the skies, being an airman, it would be successful. He said if I made a video on a paramotor, it'd get 100,000 views, and I gotta agree. Who wouldn't tune in to see Wings paramotor?
That sounds like a great time, actually. I don't know if the paramotor will actually lift him up into the air, though.
It would be like,
you ever see the?
There are people that fly paramotors tandem and are still lighter than Wings of Redemption. Wings, you're not charismatic. I know you think you are. You think people like you. People don't fucking like you. Nobody likes you. An entire fucking industry has spawned hating on Wings of Redemption. The Wings of Redemption is exactly like a NASCAR driver that crashes every weekend and thinks that people come out because of his driving skills. No, Wings. People aren't watching you because you're good at gaming. People aren't watching you because you're charismatic. People are watching you because it is a new and fascinating thing for them to see a fucking 32-year-old going on 500 pounds, failure to launch man baby, cry about dying in video games and deflecting it as if it was someone else's fault. I don't know anyone else like that. The Wings of Redemption is unique in his loserdom. There is no one else that has achieved this level of failure to launch, but who could fucking launch when they weigh that much anyway? Wings, keep my name out of your mouth, you fat piece of shit. Yeah, no. I don't know if you're a moron because of a genetic deficiency,
I can't tell if you're
or
reading something
if it's some sort of like emotional retardation. Like maybe if you were adopted, that you wouldn't have turned out like this. It's hard to say. But what is true is you live in a goddamn trailer with your mommy talking about how I'm not charismatic. Rage some more, Wings of Redemption. Show me more about what you say. People don't know how wonderful you are. That's right, because you're not wonderful. You are just a man baby who cries on stream, and that's why people watch.
He lives in a trailer
with his mommy.
I thought he had a lot of money from YouTube.
No.
Apparently not. Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's been at it for 10 years, and he's fucking living with his mom, dude. That's really odd.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Man, well, that was. Were you reading that, or is this one of those things where like
thinking that
like that's the kind of argument?
Either subscribe, donate,
Can't take this shit no more, man.
or get the fuck out.